Welcome to another episode of 207 Aikido. We talked about a Kodagaishi trick that Chad and I had played with on Monday. But then Eric came in and he resisted in a different way than Chad and I were, and it threw a wrench into the works. And we did some more experimenting. We're getting there, but I think we have more to learn before we're really going to present that particular way of finding connection. So instead, tonight we're just going to talk a little bit about footwork. In the same way that we try to keep our energy at our fingertips, I like to think about keeping the energy at my toes as well. So when I extend my foot, I want to feel like it's the toes that are doing the extending, and they're getting out there. And then I'm pulling to that foot. And one of the things this does is it makes sure that my center is always between my feet. So if my toes are sort of exploring where I'm going, it's not just my thigh that's moving, it's actually out here. And that makes sure that my center is between my feet. And I'm going to have to do a lot of cutting to get that down to like a minute, which it probably should be. Do you want to talk about something?
So I was talking a little bit about looking specifically at shomenate and being able to get that push with the basic forward footwork of extending out, which very often there's the error of kind of pushing forward and leading with your shoulders rather than leading with your center. But there's a difficulty of when you push with your center of not letting your shoulders lag either, because that can put you off balance. So keeping your body straight, keeping your hips square, and then allowing your feet to move without your upper body to really move, regardless of which foot is forward, so that your center and your shoulders keep the same orientation regardless of how your feet are moving. And your hips are slightly rolled forward to feel like your hips are driving the motion, just like Charlie said, with your toes driving the motion. In your upper body, your hips should drive the motion with your shoulders slightly in front of the hips, so that the hips are actually kind of pushing the shoulders along. But it really is the hips that are driving the motion and pushing the shoulders rather than pulling the shoulders at all. It's a similar motion to when you're pushing with your hand. You should feel like your center is pushing the hand rather than your hand pushing first and then followed by your center.
So thanks a lot, and we hope before too long we'll have some more tricks with Kodagaishi.